All right, so for graphing a linear inequality, what you got to do is first start with the y-intercept. So for this one, the y-intercept is 4. We're going to put a dot here at 4. The second thing you need to do is use the slope, which is rise over run, to find more points. So our slope is -3 over 1. So we're going to drop 3, forward 1, drop 3, forward 1, drop 3, forward 1. Now the third thing is where we got to be careful. Third, we can't just connect these like we used to. We need to ask, is it solid or dotted? Just like on the regular inequalities, we had to ask if it was an open circle or a closed circle. Here we need to know if we used a solid or a dotted line. So because we've got that symbol, what we are going to do is we are going to use a solid line because it's one of these. So this is kind of like our other ones. We can connect them. Now there's a fourth step. Because it's an inequality and it means they're not necessarily equal, we need to test a point. Basically, it's like bouncing a basketball with your eyes closed and asking the referee, am I in bounds or out of bounds? If you bounce that basketball and he says you're out of bounds, switch hands and you're going to be in bounds if you're standing on the boundary line. So if we're standing here and you bounce the basketball on this side and the ref says, nope, you're out of bounds, then you just switch hands, boop, move it over here, now you're in bounds, okay? So the point that I test is 0, 0, if possible. What I mean is, if it's on the line, you can't use it. If that's on the line, you can't use it. But here, 0, 0 is not on the line. So I'm going to put in y is 0. I want to ask, is that greater than or equal to -3 times 0 plus 4? Well, this part is 0, so 4. The question is that eating the appropriate number? No, it should eat the 4. 4 is bigger. So since we tested this point and it failed, we shade the other side. Okay? So let's test the next one, or do the next one. The y-intercept is -5. The slope is 3 over 5. So we're going to use our slope to find more points. Rise 1, 2, 3. Run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We won't fit another one on the graph. So now we have to ask if we use a solid or a dotted. Well, since we have that symbol, we are going to use a solid line. Now we test a point. You can test literally any coordinate that's not on the line. You can test any coordinate that's not on the line. I just like to use 0, 0 because it's the easiest. So I'm going to put that up into this equation. 0, is that less than or equal to 3/5 times 0 minus 5? Well, this piece is 0, so -5. Is this correct? Is it eating the appropriate thing? No, it's not. 0 is bigger than -5, so we should shade the other side. Because this failed, we shade the other side. All right, first step, put in our y-intercept is -5. Our slope is 2, so we're going to rise 2, run 1, rise 2, run 1, rise 2, run 1, rise 2, run 1, rise 2, run 1. Next, solid or dotted. Because it doesn't have an equal sign, we need to do a dotted line. That means we cannot include those points. Then I'm going to test 0, 0 because it's clearly on one side of the line. So is 0 greater than 2 times 0 minus 5? Is 0 greater than -5? Yes. That'd be like bouncing the basketball and the ref says, yep, you're in bounds. That means, okay, good, this is my good side. Okay, last one. Our y-intercept is 1. Our slope is 6. So we're going to rise 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Run 1. But we can't really use that. It's off the graph. So we're going to drop 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And go back 1. So this is our line here. Then do we use a solid or a dotted? This does not have an equal sign. So we're going to use a dotted line. And then we need to test a point. Now, to me, this one's a little unclear because I did a terrible line. I don't know if 0, 0 is really which side it's on. So I'm just going to pick the point 3, 0. I just randomly picked that. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is put in 0 for y and ask, is that less than 6 times x is 3 in the coordinate I chose plus 1? So is 0 less than 18 plus 1? Is 0 less than 19? Yes, it is. So this side is where a successful point was tested. This side is what I would shade. You guys have an assignment. It's pre-662 worksheet. Let me know if you guys have questions, and I am happy to help you.